Welcome back, Teen CMOs. Henry Harvin's Teen Academy welcomes you back to the CMO course. Yes, today we are going to talk about the Chief Marketing Officer. Let's understand who a Chief Marketing Officer is and what is it that we are looking for in this course. A Chief Marketing Officer is basically responsible for overseeing the planning, development, and execution of an organization's marketing as well as advertising initiatives. This person has to again report directly to the CEO. Just like the CTO, we have every person reporting directly to the CEO. The CMO's primary responsibility is to generate revenue by increasing sales through successful marketing for the entire organization, using marketing research, pricing, product marketing, marketing communications, advertising, as well as public relations. Looking at the job profile of the CMO, we generally see that all the planning, organizing, development, implementation, monitoring, control, etc. is overseen as per the marketing strategy by this person. And this person also has to look at the market. He has to forecast. This all depends on the kind of research he or she is going to do. Marketing, communications, advertising, and the most important, public relations. In many cases, the CMO's role is also expanded to include sales management, new business development, product development, distribution channel management, as well as customer services. And this is basically depending from one organization to another, depending on its needs, wants, and requirements. The CMO has to ensure that the organization's message is distributed across all the channels to the targeted audience in order to meet the sales objectives. Today, this means seeking out new ways to deliver this message. They can be through online platforms, they can be through billboards, hoardings that we usually see on the market roads, social media, and even mobile platforms. You must have started receiving messages from banks, from other shopping destinations, etc., that you must have visited recently. And this is the best way to market yourself. Now, let's understand that after seeing the job profile, you must have understood as a whole what the job description of a CMO is actually supposed to be. So when we're talking about the job description here, we are looking at major things. There are certain duties and responsibilities that this person has to fulfill, setting the goals and objectives of the marketing team, without which, if he's not delegating or she's not delegating the right responsibilities, the person wouldn't be able to move ahead. Planning, implementing, managing these marketing strategies that have been discussed by the board, approved by the board, now have to come down. Contribution to the overall growth of the company, definitely in terms of revenue, as well as increased sales. Review and manage content marketing strategy. Every time you see that every brand comes up with something new every time. Like these days, we are talking about COVID, so it can be anything and everything, disinfectants, soaps, sanitizers. Everybody is talking about disinfection. Let's talk about the famous soft drink brands. Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, Limca, all of them have some kind of an adventure involved into them. Determining the KPIs from marketing department. Here we are talking about the key planning initiatives that are required for planning, forecasting, and developing things in the marketing department. We have to keep a check on the budget as well, because the CMO has to work closely both with the CTO as well as the CFO. The budget has to be approved by the CFO, and the technological information has to be passed on by the CTO. So when we're talking about all these skills and requirements, this person who's the Chief Marketing Officer must be both analytical as well as creative. He or she needs to possess extensive knowledge in a variety of disciplines, such as production, IT, legal, finance, because he has to be in close touch with all these people. CMOs often plan, direct, and coordinate marketing budgets in accordance to the organization's goals. So everything has to be done with the approval of the CEO only. So while we are keeping a track on the regular basis of the present reports, this person also has to take care of forecasting about the future. Here, the work, along with the sales, the development, the customers, have to be kept in mind. because there are multiple things going on simultaneously in the team. The same person has to look at the budgeting, the sales, the developments, and how the customers are reacting. This is a very important step because until and unless we observe as to how our customers are reacting to a given product or service that we've launched into the market, we are not taking customer feedback. That does mean we are landing into great trouble. Creating and presenting the annual marketing plan as to, again, taking you back to the forecasting and the strategy planning here, everything is done in advance, but keeping in mind a lot many factors here. As per the factors, we are talking about the market, the competitors, the needs, wants, requirements, desires of the customers. We use data and reports to make evidence-based decisions because this decision making cannot be hypothetical. We are taking decisions based on what we have analyzed and how we have analyzed the market. Analyzing the company's marketing strategies and suggesting improvements for the same. While I'm talking about the complete marketing strategy, this has to be a varied strategy, wherein we are investing into smaller bits and pieces, into portions, and we are investing maybe some portion of it on digital advertisements, some portion of it on print advertisements. Even improvements, once the product has gone into the market, once the advertisement is live, improvements can be made. An example here, I would like to take you back to Red Bull's advertisement. What is their tagline? Something that they're very famous for. Yes, it says it gives you wings. There was this person in the US who had filed a legal case with the company. Why? Because they were advertising that after drinking this energy drink, it'll give you wings. And even after consuming it multiple times, this person did not get wings. Therefore, we need to understand that whatever we are advertising about, that has to be actually real. Do you think that these stuntsmen who are performing these tasks, jumping from one cliff to another and moving on the Egyptian pyramids, who are actually and idly describing your soft drink, who are advertising for your soft drink brands, are they actually drinking such drinks and doing it? That is how the energy level gets boosted? No. That's the reason if you watch the advertisement clearly and carefully, on the lower right on the left corner, you'd always find that these stunts have been performed by stuntsmen and you need not copy them. Here is where the company has to be very careful as to what it's advertising about and what it's showing to the customers. Stay up to date with the latest technology. Definitely, that is how you'll get to know that what is happening in the market, and you'll have to move in accordance to the same. Here, I would want to bring you to something that is really important, and that is the use of social media in the entire analysis and use of technology. When I'm talking about this technology, I need to understand that here, technology plays an important role when it comes to the social media platforms, sharing messages, advertisements, and even promotional videos over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google advertisements. It needs a lot of planning. Stay up to date with the latest best practices. Again, we need to not just see what the customer needs, wants, and requirements are, but along with that, we need to see and check what our competitors are up to. Why is it so? This is basically because when we are talking about this as a whole, we need to understand that the competitors are going to be those people who are going to be our competition in the market. So when we are talking about our competition, we need to analyze every move of theirs. Attend marketing conferences and educational programs to know what's new in the market, what's the latest update, and you must have heard that having new people in the team infuses new blood. That is where the marketing team has to keep on including new people. Again, I'm not talking about overstaffing. I'm talking about a rotational basis. So on rotational basis, you can always have people coming in and moving out from the department. And you need to make sure that these new people are bringing in new ideas for them. Design, plan, and execute effective marketing campaigns. When we are talking about effective marketing campaigns, we are talking about the best in plan. You must have seen that when one brand comes up with something new and unique that people start liking, that is where people start copying it. If you must have seen these advertisements appearing on the television for disinfectants, every brand today is talking about disinfection, is talking about keeping yourself safe, is talking about how you need to sanitize and update everything. Were these things popular 10 years back? No, not at all. Talking about the cell phone brands, you must have seen that these cell phone brands are focusing on one thing peculiarly, that is your photographs. That is where everybody has started copying it because this is what customers see and need the most. The second most popular thing here is the battery life as well as the memory space of the phone. So, this is how you need to plan and design your marketing campaigns, keeping in mind what your customer needs requirements are, plus what your competitors are doing.